Hi. Okay, I know the quality's not great. Hold on, let me put my hair up again. I know the quality's not great. And I know I'm overweight and I know I'm not like my best self yet. I've been wanting to start this and like share like funny moments of our day and I don't know, just share my life with y'all. Um, but I wanted to be perfect first, right? Or at least better than I am. But what I've been learning is that right here, right now, braless, unshowered, no makeup, chilling is as good as it's gonna get for now. No, I'm messing with my bun, but cheers. Um, yeah, hi, welcome. This is my first video. I know it's not perfect, but I just figured it's time to start. This has been on my heart for so long, and I just don't do anything because I don't feel pretty enough or together enough. Like if you saw my room right now, there are books all over the floor. Um, I had a cute little shelf that fell the other morning, and all my essential oils were on it, and they went crashing to the floor. So now they're on my windowsill. I don't know if yeah, you can see it. Oops, I just set them up there. But anyway, my life is a little bit messy, but that's okay. I'm working on accepting all of me just the way I am. So we're going to start with a cup of tea. And the book I decided to start with is called Captivating, Unveiling the Mystery of a Woman's Soul. John and Stasi Eldredge. They're known for their book Wild at Heart. Here, I'll show you the book. And, I'm just going to sit here with my tea and read to y'all. I don't know how much I'll read. I don't know. And I don't have like a microphone. It's just like integrated into this webcam that I have. So I don't really even know the quality. But I just felt really called to just go through my books. I have so many books and they're very diverse. I've got books on health, books on, it's all like personal growth stuff. But like mindset, health, belief systems. Gosh, there's a lot of Christian books in here. There's a lot of non-Christian books in here. I'm just going to read what's calling to me. And today I feel like I want to start with Captivating. So I'm going to go ahead and read the back of the book. Okay. I don't want nervous. Because I'm putting myself out there like just raw, no makeup, braless, not feeling pretty, in a t-shirt from an old restaurant I worked at that was the worst 2 months of my life, I swear. Oh my gosh. We're not going to talk about negativity. I have a t-shirt. I'm grateful for it. I have something to wear. I got a t-shirt out of it. All right. Captivating by John and Stasi Eldredge. I'm reading at the back. Every woman was once a little girl, and every little girl holds in her heart her most precious dreams. She longs to be swept up into a romance, to play an irreplaceable role in a great adventure, to be the beauty, of the story. Those desires are far more than child's play. They are the secret to the feminine heart. And yet, how many women do you know who ever find that life? As the years pass by, the heart of a woman gets pushed aside, wounded, buried. She finds no romance except in novels, no adventure except on television, and she doubts very much that she will ever be the beauty in any tale. But her heart is still there. Sometimes when she watches a movie, sometimes in the wee hours of the night, her heart begins to speak again. A thirst rises within her to find the life she was meant to live, the life she dreamed of as a little girl. The message of Captivating is this. Ready? Here's the message from Stasi Eldredge. Your heart matters more than anything else in creation. I'm going to say it again. Your heart matters more than anything else in creation. The desires you had as a little girl and the longings you still feel as a woman They are telling you of the life God created you to live. He offers to come now as the hero of your story, to rescue your heart, and release you to live as a fully alive and feminine woman. A woman who is truly captivating. So I do want to just preface my videos with the fact that I grew up in a non-denominational Christian upbringing. I've since, I'm gone on quite a journey in my life, and I've since done some deconstruction of certain beliefs, but so I might not always agree with some of the books that I haven't read. I'm going to read them all, but I might not always agree with I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to read these books, and I'm going to share my heart and what I think. And hopefully someone somewhere gets something out of this. And I used to always say, as long as one person is touched, it's worth it. Okay, so this book is dedicated to the captivating women we are blessed to call our friends. It's tea. Speaking of which, get yourself a cup of tea, get some local honey, and stir it in. It's good for the soul. Just like I hope something that I read catches you and kind of ignites something within you. All right, chapter 1, The Heart of a Woman. I don't know how this looks. I'm going to post this regardless, but I'm going to get comfortable. I don't really like maybe I'll wear makeup next time. I don't know. Maybe I'll take you guys on my weight loss journey too, because that needs to start like yesterday. Okay. Captivating. Oh, this is the introduction. Sorry. Now we are on holy ground. Writing a book for men, Wild at Heart, was a fairly straightforward proposition. Not that men are simpletons, but they are the less complicated of the two genders trying to navigate love and life together. Both men and women know this to be true. The mystery of the feminine heart was meant to be a good thing, by the way, a source of joy. Yet it has become a source of shame. Women almost universally feel that they are too much or not what they could be or should be. Not what they should be. That's what the book says. And men tend to pull away from the deeper waters of a woman's soul, unsure of what they will find there or how to handle it. And so we have missed the treasure that is the heart of a woman. Missed the richness. Missed the richness femininity was meant to bring to our lives. Missed the way it speaks to us of the heart of God. Rest assured, this is not a book about all the things you are failing to do as a woman. We're tired of those books. As a new Christian, the first book Stacy, picked up to read on godly femininity, I threw across the room. I never picked it up again. In the 25 years since, I have only read a few I could wholeheartedly recommend. The rest drive me crazy. Maybe that's why I haven't read any of my books. I have so many books, you guys. We're going to read them together. The rest drive me crazy. Their messages to women make me feel as though you are not the woman you ought to be, but if you do the following 10 things, you can make the grade. They are, by and large, soul-killing. But femininity cannot be prescribed in a formula. We have women friends who love tea parties and china and friends who break out in hives at the thought of them. We have women friends who love to hunt, bow hunt even. Women who love to entertain and women who don't. Women who are professors, moms, doctors, nurses, missionaries, dentists, homemakers, therapists, chefs, artists, poets, rock climbers, triathletes, secretaries, salespeople, and social workers. Beautiful women, all. So, is it true? So, Pause. Bear with me. I'm just like, when I read, it's just going to be, I'm reading right along with you. Like, I didn't read this in advance, so I may not read sentences properly and may stumble on my words, but I'm doing the best I can here. Okay, so a true woman, Cinderella or Joan of Arc? Oh, so it's a question. So, is a true woman Cinderella or Joan of Arc? Mary Magdalene or Oprah? How do we recover essential femininity without falling into stereotypes, or worse, ushering in more pressure and shame upon our readers? That is the last thing a woman needs, and yet there is an essence that God has given to every woman. We share something deep and true down in our hearts. So we venture into the exploration of femininity by way of the heart. And I'm a big proponent of the heart. Like, any advice I ever give anyone will always be follow your heart. Listen to your heart. Follow your heart. What does your heart tell you? Just pause. Pause the noise, shut out anything, and just, what is my heart telling me to do? And I swear you will never go wrong if you just learn to tune into your heart and your intuition. My intuition, my heart is telling me to do this. My brain is telling me, who wants to freaking watch you read a book? But my heart is saying, I don't care if nobody wants to watch me. I'm going to be obedient to what I feel in my core something I should be doing and that I want to do. It'll help me stay accountable to read my books, and maybe I'll get some knowledge or wisdom or aha moments for myself, and maybe my videos will somehow reach you and you'll find something of value in this, and it will help you in your life too. So that's the point of this. Back to the introduction. So nerve-wracking. Okay, I don't know why I'm nervous, but I guess okay, just a little pause. Why is this so nerve-wracking for me? I feel like crying right now. I didn't even get through the introduction without crying. I said, I don't know why I'm so nervous, and I immediately answered myself, like in my head. It's because I haven't put myself out there in years. I've been MIA from my life, at least on social media, you know? And that's a story for another day, but life circumstances caused me to go into hiding. And it really affected me more than I thought it would, you know? I thought, I can hide. I can just not use social media, easy. But social media, I think, has become such a integral part. It shouldn't, but it is, right? Like, it's become such a big part of our lives and a big part of identity. Like, what you put out there online and the feedback you get from the people, it's such a mindfuck, because it's like people that were real acquaintances, real friends, real connections in real life, then morph into, it's kind of like a melding of, real and digital coming together. I feel like that's what social media did. It kind of like got our brains accustomed to the digital world, right? We're gonna have digital money. I mean, we have like Venmo, Cash App, stuff like that. But I feel like it's so weird that Facebook, Instagram, what are the other ones? TikTok, whatever. I just have Facebook and Instagram, but like, it's so weird how those have become such a big part of who we are, or how we identify as a human being. But it's, at the same time, it's so far removed from real life, because you just put out there what you want people to know and what you want people to know you as. You know what I mean? So I got emotional just now, because I realized why this is scary for me. Crying again. It's just scary because I haven't been out there. I used to preach on Facebook and be little Miss Susie Optimistic, you know, always looking for the silver lining. And be honest, sometimes there is no silver lining. Sometimes the only silver lining you have is a hypothetical hope of a brighter tomorrow, and you don't even know if it'll come or not, you know? But I used to be really like over the top, and I went through some stuff with my kids and my ex-husband. It caused me to really like experience deep suffering and pain. And I'm not saying that to be a victim. I'm just saying that so you know that I know what it feels like to be at the end of yourself and find no hope and find no reason to get up in the morning. So I've been there and pulled through. You will always pull through. But, and again, that's a story for another day, but those circumstances caused me to hide myself. And so this is the first time, gosh, in 3.5 years, 4 years, 3.5 years, that I'm not hiding anymore. I'm not hiding anymore. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm not hiding anymore. Woo woo! Suck it! I'm not hiding anymore. And I'm not perfect. And I'm way more overweight than I was 4 years ago. But screw it. I am who I am. And my heart and my feelings and my books, I have something to offer. Whoever wants to sit through and watch and listen and just be a part of my little cocoon world. I'm going to call it my cocoon. I'm in my little cocoon life right now. But just because like I'm hiding, it doesn't mean I can't do something, like offer something, and I haven't been, and that's really been different. And this may not be much, but I'm offering it, and I'm coming as I am, and I want you to come as you are, and post comments, questions. I will always answer, even if it takes me forever. But that was a really long tangent. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of learning as I go. But I think I should have probably done like an introductory video. But we're going to finish the introduction. I think we're going to read. I'm thinking of maybe reading a chapter, but maybe I should make that a separate video because I don't know about you, but like when videos are too long, I don't want to watch them, you know? I think like the golden length is like 7 minutes. Whew. I will say this chair is really comfy. I got it for free from my neighbor. Well, it's kind of sad. We moved into this house and the neighbor next door had passed away like a year prior, and her niece was like cleaning stuff out. Putting stuff on the curb for like it's called Hangers of Hope where we live. It's kind of like Goodwill, but anyway, so this chair was one of our little nuggets we picked up, and I love it. It's like actual vintage. Gosh, I'm going all over the place. Okay, at least I'm not crying anymore. What I was saying is that we're going to I think we'll stop with the introduction, and then I'll post that, and then we'll read chapter 1, and I'll try my best to just save my, you know what, screw it. No, I don't need to fall in line. I can be random and ADHD and all over the place, and if people don't want to watch it, they don't have to watch it. I'm just going to be me, and I'm just going to comment as I read my books. But I'll always bring it back around. Okay, so speaking of, we're talking about what is the true woman, right? Women are professors. I'm going to just back up a little bit. They have plenty of women friends, is what the author is saying. Women who entertain and women who don't. Women who are professors, moms, doctors, artists, poets, nurses, missionaries, dentists, homemakers, therapists, chiefs. Chiefs? Chefs. And chiefs, maybe. Artists, poets, rock climbers, triathletes, secretaries, salespeople, social workers, and whatever else, what you do is not who you are. So obviously, like, we women are in every part of society, and I don't think that denying your femininity makes you, I don't know, tougher or stronger. I just think we're created this way, like, to be soft. And I'm sure, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I'm all clouded by emotions. My son, like, helped me frame this, and I feel really vulnerable right now because I feel like the camera is, like, right on my face. I would have liked it to be a little more backed up a little bit. But that's okay. Let's get back to it. All kinds of women, basically, is what they're saying. Beautiful women, all. So, is a true woman Cinderella or Joan of Arc? Mary Magdalene or Oprah? How do we recover essential femininity without falling into stereotypes, or worse, ushering in more pressure and shame upon our readers? That is the last thing a woman needs. And yet there is an essence that God has given to every woman. We share something deep and true down in our hearts. So we venture into this exploration of femininity by way of the heart. What is at the core of a woman's heart? What are her desires? What did we long for as little girls? What do we still long for as women? And how does a woman begin to be healed from the wounds and tragedies of her life? Sometime between the dreams of your youth and yesterday, something precious has been lost. And that treasure is your heart. Your priceless feminine heart. God has set within you a femininity that is powerful and tender, fierce and alluring. No doubt it has been misunderstood. Surely it has been assaulted. But it is there, your true heart, and it is worth recovering. You are captivating. So we invite you to take a journey with us, a journey of discovery and healing. For your heart is the prize of God's kingdom, and Jesus has come to win you back for himself, all of you. To help your journey, we've written Captivating, a guided journal. You might want to use it as you read this book and gather a group of women and go through it together. Oh, hey, what am I doing right now? We pray that God will use this book in your life, in your heart, to bring healing, restoration, joy, and life. And if God does that, it will be cause for a wonderful celebration with teacups and china or paper plates. Guilty. Whatever. One day we will all celebrate together. In anticipation and hope, may this little book draw you closer to God's heart and your own. Okay. That's the introduction. The chapter 1 I'm going to record separately. It's called The Heart of a Woman. And I'll just read the quotes. At the beginning of chapter 1, it says, "Sometimes it's hard to be a woman." Tammy Wynette. Paolo Coelho. I don't know how to say that name. But he saw that Fatima's eyes were filled with tears. "You're crying?" "I'm a woman of the desert," she said, averting her face. "But above all, I'm a woman." And then, of course, Tom Petty. "You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free." Okay, those are the first opening quotes for the next chapter. So grab a cup of tea. Mine's probably really cold. Come hang out with me. Let's just see what I've got. Right now we're doing Captivating, and this quote I have on my wall. I don't know if I'm going to show it. Actually, I can just take it off the wall. It's a Mumford and Sons quote. It's my favorite lyric. Oh, there goes the tack. Can you see that? And it's hard for me to read it without singing it. It says, "There will come a time you'll see, with no more tears, and love will not break your heart, but dismiss your fears. Get over your hill and see what you find there, with grace in your heart and flowers in your hair." I love that. I love that line of that quote, or that line of that song. Why do I love it so much? I think love, right? I'm doing air quotes. Oh my gosh, I had a 7th and 8th grade teacher, Mr. Woodard was his name. We used to make fun of him so bad. It was this tiny little class. I don't know, we had maybe like 10 of us in there. It was a tiny little Christian school, 7th and 8th grade. But he would always do air quotes, like every 5 seconds. Air quotes, air quotes. And he would say these things that we would call Woodardisms. But yeah, love, quote unquote love, or when I've looked elsewhere for love, like when I've seeked outside of myself for validation from a man, it's always broken my heart. Every single time it's broken my heart. And so I guess I love this quote because it reminds me that love isn't meant to break you. It's meant to remind you of who you are and free you, really. And I can honestly, truly say I'm at a place now where I don't desire a love outside of myself. Would it be nice? Sure, I guess. I don't know. But no, love isn't meant to break you. It's meant to inspire you and give you hope and fill you with courage. And you don't need to seek outside of yourself to get that. Like this quote, there will come a time you'll see when with no more tears, love will not break your heart, but it will dismiss your fears, right? It's supposed to give you hope and inspiration and courage and peace and safety. And you can get that all yourself. It says, get over your hill, see what you find there, with grace in your heart and flowers in your hair. So I just picture, when I listen to those lyrics, just like picking myself up off the floor of like, just picture yourself after like a bad breakup and just being so brokenhearted, like all your hopes and dreams and everything you had to fantasize and idealize about that connection just blowing up in your face, and it just feels hopeless, like you'll never know love. You need to redefine your definition of love. Love is not found in another person. It's really, really not. So I just picture myself picking myself up off the floor from that moment of like brokenness and just steadily, slowly but surely, one foot in front of the other, walking up that hill to see what I can find on the other side of fear, on the other side of that obstacle, on the other side of that limitation within myself. And then what do I find? I find expansion. My heart expands from hurting. My heart expands from the pain I experienced in that disappointment, right? I heard someone say something once about like, when you get let down by love or a relationship, it's preparing your heart, it's stretching your heart to hold and contain that which you really deserve, the fullness of true love. I'm not making any sense. I'll go back to my image of like picking myself up, walking up that mountain, doing the work, trudging all by myself. I'm all alone, but I'm getting stronger with every step. My muscles are getting stronger. You gain resilience and you gain like trust in yourself as you're able to continue on that path without having to lean on anybody else. And then you get to the top of that hill and you look and see what you can find there, because that's what the quote says. See what you find there, with grace in your heart and flowers in your hair. And it's like there's a new me. There's a new me that's grown through that. Just picture like this like bohemian white flowy dress and like a little cheesy flower crown in my hair, maybe some ribbons like the 80s. But just like feeling the wind on my face and the breeze, and like I could just picture this like, I don't know, a field of wildflowers, and just feeling love and feeling peace and joy and like just strength and able to just love myself through it all, you know? Who was there with me on the floor broken? Me. And God. I mean, I'm not trying to like offend anyone by, I'll just say it right now. If you're diehard religious, don't judge me for not being, I'm not going to be here preaching at anybody, that's for sure. But I am just going to speak my truth. And my truth is every single time I've been through hard shit in my life, I've been there. I've been the one picking myself back up. And I know my pain. I know my struggles. I know what it's taken to get me to where I am today and to have developed the muscles, emotional, mental muscles that I had to develop for my journey that I walked. So I do believe, I do believe that God has been with me every step of the way. I say God because I'm just raised that way, you know. It's kind of programmed into me like that. But I know a lot of people say source or creator, you know. I definitely don't think life here is an accident. It's too amazing and incredible, and just human design is so complex, and just all of it is just so, it cannot be an accident. So God, creator, source, universe, whatever you want to say, you're not alone. And I think that's enough rambling. I don't even know how long this is. So I'm learning as I go. Next time I'm going to have a little timer somewhere that I can see. I'm going to hang this bad boy back up, and then we're going to jump right back into chapter 1. See you there.